think you f***ed about like 40 dudes.
You attract what you are. So recently I was recommended this video of academics going on this interview, and it's basically a date setting. And after watching the first 10 minutes, I realized it would be a good video to react to because I have a lot of insight I could share with you guys as far as courting women and certain pitfalls many men fall to. They feel like they need to qualify themselves to a woman in the way that they dress, maybe the way they put themselves out there on social media, especially for men who feel like they have something to prove. And that's just a very unattractive trait in people in general. People mess with people who are genuinely themselves and can stand on their own 2 feet. But when you show someone that you need to stand on your Balenciaga shoes or your big icy chain to have the confidence to talk to the girl that you want, people see through that really easily. And I feel like this video would be very good to play off of so I could teach you some things that I feel like could genuinely help a lot of you guys. You're most qualified to help the person that you used to be. And me personally, I used to be somebody who put a lot of thought and a lot of effort into the way I put myself out there, trying to portray a certain lifestyle to almost win people over. But realistically in life, the more you try to do that, it has the opposite effect.
I think you fucked about like 40 dudes.
Really?
Yeah. Feeling good, man. I'm excited about this. I'm more like a chicken wings and fries type of guy, you know, word to my guy Future, but you know, we're gonna try something new today. You know what I mean? We're gonna try to sit down. I think this is like a 1900s type of thing, you know what I mean?
Hey, the first thing I wanna let you guys know in this video is focus on the right things, man. Focus on the right things. Dude got the whole Amiri fit on. The whole Amiri fit on, chains on, bracelets on, rings and stuff. Dude ain't trimmed his beard, bro. Ain't trimmed his beard, bro. He looks like he needs a retwist or whatever the case may be, bro. And you know what I mean? Like, there are certain things that are like necessities, right? Like a trimmed beard, your hair looking all right, those are necessities. Now, anything you add on top of that, like an Amiri fit, a chains and bracelets, all that, bro, that comes after. You know what I mean? If you're just there in the Amiri fit and the chains and all that, bro, it's like, bro, no woman's gonna like you, bro. I mean, actually, no, a woman's gonna like you. A woman could like you, but a woman's gonna like your outfit first. And you want her to like you first. You want her to see something in you. Not necessarily saying that your face gotta look great, because plenty of times I've gone out of the house, bro, face unshaved, like hair growing all over the place, and you know what I mean? And got the most love that I ever got from women. But when you pay attention to the little things, that goes a lot farther than the expensive things.
But we're gonna try it. Hopefully we get to kind of
something else I want to add that I'll probably add earlier in the video, hopefully, is you're gonna attract what you are. If you look like somebody who puts all importance in the more expensive things and less in the little things, then you're gonna find women who put all importance in the expensive things and less in the little things. The little things being good character, taking care of yourself, or at least looking like you do. The expensive things being taking pictures with nice cars, or hanging out with people so you can take a picture with their nice car, take a picture with their chain on, or whatever the case may be.
kind of know each other, you know, kind of get an understanding of what she's into, what I'm into, see if there's any synergy between us, you know, because if there ain't nothing, we can't really move on, you know what I mean? I don't care how cute a face you are, so hopefully we figure out a little medium between us. I feel like she might be stuck up still, I'm not gonna lie. She might be a little bit stuck up. I don't know. I heard she go on a lot of dates, so you know what I mean? A chick will go on a lot of dates, either she like a nice dinner, or she be curving a lot of dudes, right?
You cook yourself by making assumptions, negative assumptions, especially about a woman before you meet her. It's cool to be based in reality and understand that certain things are gonna be true, but...
Okay. Well, how you doing?
Hello. Nice to meet you. A nice kiss on the hands.
There we go.
Nah, this got to be the wildest shit I've ever seen in my life. The whole Amiri fit with the Balenciaga shoes, but this got on Puma fucking underwear, bro. Like I said earlier, bro, focusing on the wrong shit.
You see that? He came in and kissed my hand. That was so cute. Like, he literally come correct.
You ain't getting nothing for breakfast?
No.
You like a breakfast girl type of thing to me.
Usually.
Yeah, me out.
Oh, and kissing the hand, that's a little crazy to me, bro. You should never do girlfriend stuff for a woman before she's your girlfriend.
I don't eat breakfast. I try to do 1 or 2 meals a day, but I start off with a nice cup of Hennessy or coffee. Gotta get it at like 9 a.m.
Yeah?
Yeah, early.
Early.
You heard what Drake said, yo, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
For breakfast? Yeah, hi.
Selling a lifestyle, bro. Selling a lifestyle.
I'm Cheyenne.
Cheyenne. Academics or Big Act, as they call me.
A big act.
Come on now, Big Act.
Oh, is it? Why do they call you Big Act?
Well, they call me Big Act, really. I call myself Big Act. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You know, a lot of people don't really know why.
You don't need to big yourself up or qualify yourself to a woman. In fact, you should, I wouldn't necessarily say downplay yourself, but what I personally do is I'm humble. I'm very humble. I introduce myself as the person that I am in real life, not the internet persona or anything like that. And of course, this is for the internet, so I understand that. But you don't need to big yourself up. If you're really that dude, the woman will big you up, or the woman will want to hear the big stuff you've done or hear the big stuff about you. More so, you want to hear the big stuff about her. You want to hear why she is qualified to sit down with Big Ak, not why Big Ak is qualified to sit down with her, if that makes any sense. But we're gonna watch this as he
that moniker came into place. But you know, I always tell people it's about your inner confidence. You know, I think everybody should be very confident about what they're doing, especially when you work hard at it. So with me, you know, it was a time that I was putting a lot of work in the music industry, and I feel like people were just disrespecting. So, you know, at a certain point, you got to stop letting people disrespect you. You got to let people know what it is. So, Big Ak is just really a moniker. You know what I mean? It's not nothing really to do with just ego or just like feeling I'm bigger than anybody else, but to let people know that, yo, I am who I am. You know what I mean? And it's not only just unique for me, it's unique for everybody. Like,
I like that, but I think as well, like, the only person that's gonna big you up really is you. So it's kind of like, give yourself that credit. So it's like, yeah, I am the shit, or whatever.
The world is gonna beat you down. You know what I mean? So like,
the right woman is gonna big you up.
I mean, it's done it to me a lot of times. So, you know, for you to make it in this world, ain't nobody really gonna be in your corner. Like, sometimes you gotta be the delusional motherfucker who's gonna get there on your own. So I'm a person who's, you know, I've been drunk on ambition before I ever been drunk off the Hennessy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I had to believe in myself when everybody else didn't believe, right? When people were saying, I would tell them my goals and my dreams, and they would snicker and be like, it was all good. So
I was chasing Millie when they said I couldn't. I was hard-headed. I ain't listen.
You know, when I tell people that I say I'm Big Ak, it's because I did it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just pure self-belief, and it's not only for me, it's for you too. Because I could tell, you know, from everything I've seen about you, you're a driven individual. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
So, I like that.
Very much. Aww, see, like, he's actually like a nice, genuine guy. So tell me a bit about yourself.
Well, me, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, on a personal level, I'm a guy consumed at work. So, like, my personal life happens to involve my work. So I'm one of those driven people who just really believe that fun happens while I'm doing the things I love to do, which some people might consider work. I don't consider work.
Yeah.
So, you know, early on, before I even got into this, I went to school. I was a mathematics, you know, major. I just knew eventually I wasn't gonna be the guy working in a lab. So, like, I kind of became an entrepreneur. So really, I always tell people this: the moment I started to do what I wanted to do, I felt like I never worked a day in my life.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm the person who, like, I'm still feeling like I'm on like I'm floating on a cloud. Yeah. So in reality, you know, I'm a guy who works a lot. And, you know, when it comes to like personal relationships, that's probably the thing that's gonna either deter you or probably really make you attracted to me, because I'm gonna be the guy who's, hey, if there's a goal to be gotten, I'm gonna get there.
You're gonna get it.
But that's real, bro. That's one of the things that I respect about Academics the most. He's really good at getting things done. Like, there are a lot of people who are smart, but other people who are gods among men, who can take an idea out of their head and shape the reality to fit that idea. And Academics is somebody who did that over years and years and years of sometimes misstepping, but absolutely never stopping at anything to make that dream a reality.
But if you're the person who's like, nah, well, really, I just want a guy who I could just waste time with, and he's just gonna be always available, probably won't be the guy for you.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So, you know, I've learned that about myself over time, but you know, there's a medium where you could be also driven, chasing your goals and your dreams, but also be able to have a healthy relationship with someone else who may be also driven as well, or at least maybe trying to add to what you got going on.
Yeah, it's like complement each other, and it's about balance, and then learning to compromise. So can you compromise?
About what though?
In a relationship.
About what? Like,
say you're going out a lot for work, a lot of late night events, hosting and whatever, you've got personal appearances. If I was like, look, I need you just to be home for a little bit more, like, would you compromise that?
I mean, yeah, no, still, because like, when you meet me, you're gonna meet me on the go.
Sorry, every relationship you need compromise.
Right, so if you want me to kind of like tone it down, I'm usually thinking that, yo, and this is my issue. And
bro, there's a lot of ways to answer that question, and yes and no is never the right way to answer it. Man, you could have it your way or you could compromise. As a man, at least is how I feel. You could have it your way or you could compromise. But if you're stuck between compromising and having it your way, you're not gonna get it your way ever. It's a compromise, and she is in the driver's seat of that decision, man. Because I'm a firm believer that you should never get weak for a woman. Not your wife, not your girlfriend, not your mother, bro. You should never get weak for a woman, because a woman will see that and like push those buttons and push you around, bro. The minute you let her, what would be like standing tall on your 2 feet would be just making a firm decision, like yes or no.
when it comes to dating, it's a big thing for me. There's a lot of women out here who are used to bumps. I don't want no woman who's gonna used to what the bum guy is gonna give you. Oh, he's always here for me. He's cuddling with me 24/7. That's not me. When I want to have movie night with him, I'm chasing the bag. I'm trying to get to greatness. I'm trying to be a billionaire. You know what I mean? Like a lot of women say they want that life, but they don't really want that.
Yeah, I think it comes at a cost, I think, because we all say we want this, we want the nice house, we want the designer bags. Well, I don't, but a lot of women say that.
You like the designer bag stuff?
No, I don't. Not yet.
You don't like the designer bags?
No, not yet. I like to look at them, but not yet. I feel like I want to.
Stop lying.
I'm not lying.
Bro, are you trying to hit or are you trying to buy her a designer bag? See, you see a shift right here when he starts to be like, I'm not like these other guys. These other guys are bums. These other guys are this. These other guys are that. Bro, when a real man, when that guy goes and spits at the woman, he ain't thinking about another guy. He ain't trying to say I'm different than other guys. Girls be like, I'm different than other girls. They gotta convince you you're different. You don't gotta convince her you're different. She sees it. She sees it already. The more you try to convince her, the less she's gonna believe it. And this is where you start to see like the fragility of his confidence, and she starts to see it as well. You see the energy go from, okay, this guy seems real and genuine, to, okay, now we're having a conversation. It should never feel like you guys are just having a conversation. There should always be that tension. And then you see, you like designer bags, and then she gets all excited, bro. She was that excited before. She was that excited before for you. Now she's that excited about a designer bag.
I want to buy a house, buy property and everything first, then the bags come after.
Likes the designer bag.
Yeah, but I think it comes.
Bro, are you trying to hit or buy her a designer bag, bro? Oh my god.
At a time in your life, I think I'm not senseless in the sense of like I'm not going to just get materialistic things until I've got like bricks and mortar and I've got a home. You know, I think that's what we need to aspire for first before you get the bags. Can I just say, I do not own a single designer handbag, not one. And no, I'm not lying. But ultimately, I think as women, we forget that if you want this kind of man, that it comes at a cost, and that cost is not having you there, not being present. And I kind of feel sometimes you can lose yourself as a woman because you really want that, and then it's more, is it the lifestyle you want than essentially the person?
Yeah.
You know, so I think, is that hard for you when it comes to dating? Do you find...
See, now she's psychoanalyzing him. At first, she was trying to learn about him, and he switched the conversation. I don't want to keep harping on this, but peep game.
And how do you know if someone's with you for you or you for your lifestyle?
That's just a great question, because I only know over time.
Okay.
The minute you feel like you gotta bring up a designer bag to get her excited, the minute you feel like you gotta put on 1,000 chains, 1,000 bracelets, 1,000 rings, a bunch of designer to get her excited, you've already lost. There's no winning from there. There isn't, bro. The reason I feel like I'm the right person to be speaking on it is because not too long ago I was doing very well for myself, and I still am, you know, but I was freshly doing very well for myself, so I was living above my means. And I ran into a lot of women who wanted to be with me for the lifestyle. And like, there was one specific woman who like, it almost felt like I always had to come out of pocket to get her excited. There was one time where I did, and then she started tripping for no reason. My point being though, at that point, it felt like it took a lot of time. When I took off the designer sweatshirt, I took off the Jordans, I pulled up in Crocs, bro, and we went to Buffalo Wild Wings instead of a nice restaurant, bro. That was a minute I realized that you could see it from the jump. You can see it from the jump, because when I went to Buffalo Wild Wings, I didn't pay for the whole thing. And that's the thing that you kind of notice when you stop relying on your belongings to make people like you, and you rely more so on what you have inside of you. You don't have to think about, oh, is this person with me for the lifestyle? If you pretend to be one of these other broke dudes that they can't afford to buy a girl a designer bag. If Academics walked out as pretend to be a broke dude, he would find a lot more people who liked him for who he is, and a woman who looked at him like he was God, simply because he doesn't need to look like the guy who is that guy. He is that guy. He'd be that guy in his underpants, bro, on the street. Standing on the cold street in his underpants, he would be that guy. Standing, bro, and standing on a yacht, bro, in like, I don't even know, like in Prada everything, bro, or whatever the case may be, he would still be that guy. And she would see that. She would see the guy in the Prada, bro, with all the money on the yacht in Broke-ademic. One of my favorite rappers says, he has this one lyric, bro, All Black. He says, took off my jewelry just to see how these girls would treat me. Just to see how these girls would treat me. And if you're really that guy, if you genuinely believe that you're that guy and you're the guy with or without it, the girls will treat you the same. The girls will treat you better.
I go with the motto, if somebody don't fuck with me, it's a problem with them. So, you know what I mean? I think, unfortunately, I had to come to the UK to try to find a baddie because in the US, it's tough. It's slim pickings out there, man.
You're a liar, bro. You're a damn liar, bro. And the thing about academics, right? He has this like belief that American women are all lost and like you can't find a good American woman. And what he's really saying is not necessarily that there are no baddies, but there are no good ones that are there for you and not there for your money, which is a lie. Because if you go, I'm gonna sound crazy, if you go to the library or a coffee shop looking for a woman, you're gonna find a woman who likes to read books. You're gonna find a woman who doesn't even know that the Drake and Kendrick beef is going on. That you gotta explain the disses. But then when you go to the club and you're surrounded by girls who are listening to Push-Ups, who are listening to City Girls, who are listening to JT, they're listening to Ice Spice, they're listening to Sexy Red. You're gonna get her girl who tries to emulate that personality and wants to be JT, wants to be Sexy Red. So she gonna do you like JT or Sexy Red would do you. I'd be like, I need a bag, I need this, I need that. But it's like, if you look in the right place, bro, if you look where the women who take themselves seriously hang out, if you took yourself seriously, and not just put on the best outfits to try to make people take you seriously. If you took yourself seriously, then you would find women who take themselves seriously. They will find you. Even go to the club. Go to the club and look for the girl who looks like she never been to the club before. This is like her one weekend out in the month going to the club. She don't look comfortable. She not in the middle dancing. She not trying to find the richest dude in the room. And I guarantee you that's gonna be the good one.
Slim pickings. You know, I wish I could be like, yo, you know, I got a little crystal ball and I could tell, you know, you gotta come to London to really come meet you, right? Mm-hmm. You know, in America, it's like people, their idea of dating is they have skewed like, you know, metrics. Usually, you can't really tell if someone really likes you for you or they like you for what you're doing or what you're bringing to the table.
Yes, you can. Do nothing. Bring less to the table. Don't bring nothing to the table. Bring less to the table. Every man has a scale of 0 to 100 of what they can bring to the table. If you bring 10 to the table, you will attract girls who are okay with 10. If you bring 0 to the table, you will attract girls who are okay with 0. If you bring 100 to the table, you will only attract girls who are okay with 100. And the ones who will be okay with 10 and the ones who will be okay with 0 will assume that that's 0 or 10 from you and expect it. So if I go out tomorrow and I meet a bunch of new girls and I don't pay for nothing. I don't pay for anything. I got a lot of homies who do this. They don't pay for anything, bro. The girl will pay for everything and lose no respect for you because of it. If I go out tomorrow and hit up a girl that I used to hang out with who I used to pay for everything for, she's gonna expect me to pay for everything because I've paid for everything. That is 10% to her. You create these women's expectations with your appearance and the effort you put forward. If this dude came here, didn't kiss her on the hand, didn't do none of that, didn't do any of that, she'd be in her head thinking, why isn't this dude treating me like all the other guys? Why, like, he ain't like the other guys, he ain't blah, 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 blah. But I had a homie who told me, like, bro, you're gonna wear Crocs on a date? Man, of course I'm gonna wear Crocs on a date, bro. I'll wear Crocs anywhere, bro.
That's the thing with dating, like, you know, you're taking a chance. I'm taking a chance by even sitting here and being vulnerable with you.
Yeah, for real.
You know, right? Because
in 8 minutes, being vulnerable in 8 minutes, bro. And I'm not even gonna say you can't be vulnerable with women. You can't show a woman that you're human. You gotta put on a facade. There is no facade. You be yourself. You go over there and you be yourself, bro. I will cry. Any woman that I trust to hang out with, that I trust to meet up with, go to their house, come to my house, ever in my life, I will cry to. I will, but that's not happening in the first 8 minutes, bro. First 15 minutes, I'm being myself, but there are walls, like there are boundaries, essentially. When this is the first thing, like, bro, first impression, you can't get a first impression back. So if your first impression to the girl is vulnerability, she's gonna think that forever, my point.
At the end of the day, now I gotta have some type of connection with you to move on, but you might be using that to weaponize against me. You might be using on this date to size me up. Like, yo, look at the jewelry, look at what he got going on. Okay, this guy is the guy.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, yo, she's feeling me.
Yeah, but this is the thing though, I think like when you come dressed like that, it's a lot easier for women to target you, if that makes sense, because it's like when you want to come with your chains, come with your nice watch, it's a lot easier for women to be like, oh, he's got money, let me go for him. So do you think ever, like, would you ever go out just without the chains, without the watches, without the rings?
Me and my mom have this question, like when we argue about it. I don't meet regular women. I don't meet women who know me in a vacuum without they knowing me as a personality and a celebrity. So how do you date in that vacuum, right? Like, how do you date when people already know who you are to some extent?
Yeah.
You meet women who don't spend their days on YouTube. You meet women who don't pay attention to what this rapper's doing, that rapper's doing. But when you go to the club, you only meet women who pay attention to what this rapper is doing and that rapper's doing. Bro, if you go to a college campus today, you will meet 100 women who does not have Instagram on their phone. Or maybe they have Instagram on their phone, but they're private, or they don't have a profile picture. Bro, but if you spend your day in the club looking for women, it's Saturday night, hey, I'm in the club, I'm looking for a wife. Bro, you playing yourself. You are playing yourself, and you put on a Miri just to make it worse, bro. You put on a Miri, Gucci, everything, every expensive brand in the book. You got that on your body, bro. And now you're expecting to meet a woman who cares about you. You're lost.
So again, I'm playing like a catch up.
Yeah.
Okay, even if you're doing a good job like acting, I'm like, yo, hopefully I could see the telltale signs or like the red flags to see if you want me for the wrong reasons. But I'm gonna be honest with you. There's been many times I've been with people who I thought wanted me for the right reasons that they wanted me for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
I'm telling you, his drip and everything is his personality trait.
I get.
Bro, that is the exact thing, bro. That is the exact reason I made this video, bro. That first 10 minutes, bro, his drip is his personality trait, bro. Like, you have a personality, like, you're a person. You are an internet personality. People will like you for you, even if you're not. Even if you're just a regular dude, bro. A regular dude who could just afford that type of stuff, bro. You don't need it, bro. You don't need that to get the girl. What you need, bro, is confidence. What you need is a voice. If you have a voice, you can get any girl you want.
Get a little bit jaded.
Yeah.
So when I meet women, I'm like, you know, I always look at them, I'm like, yo, my real name is Livingston Allen. Like, y'all don't want Livingston, y'all want academics, y'all want Big Act.
See, and that is where he loses. Nobody wants Big Act. People want Big Act's money. Women want Big Act's house. Women want to take pictures in Big Act's car. His girlfriend wants to take a picture in his car because that's what he shows to the world. But if Livingston Allen went outside and had said, hey, I'm Livingston Allen, you want to get some dinner? That woman would want to get dinner with Livingston Allen. She would go to Cane's Chicken Fingers with Livingston Allen. But a girl want to go to Mastro's. A girl want to go to Mastro's with academics. A girl want to go to Ruth Chris with academics. Man, when I was selling shoes for like a long time in my life, one thing that I learned to be true from all the business videos I watched was under promise, over deliver. When people ask me, okay, how soon do you think you get the shoes here? I would always tell them a week. I know it would take 2 days. I know it might take 1, but I would tell them a week. So if it got there the next day, they'd be like, wow, it got here the next day. And they'll leave a great comment. Oh my God, shipping was so fast. But if you tell them it's gonna be there tomorrow and it takes a week, then they're looking at you crazy. Then they're thinking they got scammed. For example, when women ask me how tall I am, I always say 5'6". I'm not 5'6". I'm quite a bit taller than 5'6". But I always say 5'6" because I know I'm short. I know if I tell her I'm 5'8", she's gonna be like, oh, well, are you sure you 5'8"? I'm not 5'8", but that's what I'm saying. A lot of people will lie upwards and try to peacock and be like, okay, and try to almost scam them. But if you go the other way, if a woman asks you how much you make and you say, oh, I make $50K a year, when she find out you make $100K a year, she's going to be pleasantly surprised. She's going to be pleasantly surprised. When a woman sees me in person, I'm 5'7". She's like, oh, you look taller than you said you were. Are you sure you're 5'6"? I am my other friend, he's 5'6", and he looks a lot shorter than you. Don't promise more than you can deliver. Don't even promise the maximum of what you can deliver because that will be expected.
Yeah, I get it. So it's almost like it's a detachment thing. So now, like even with sitting here, I'm wondering if we weren't here, cameras aren't on, I meet you just walking down the street. You give me a chance or not?
No, do you know what? It's a hard one. I'd like to say I'd give you a chance, but I know my reality, and I think for a lot of women, the reality is we get hounded on the street all the time, like at least 5 times a day when you're stepping out, a man comes over to you. So I do personally give a regular men a chance. Yes, I do. No, I do. I much prefer it because I think when you get...
You give a regular guy a chance.
Yeah.
Look at that. He just realized that he talked himself out of it. Because, especially, right, when you ask a woman... Well, I mean, of course, he cooked himself. This whole 10 minutes, he was cooking himself. Like, he was in position, and he spent the whole time getting out of position, right? But when you ask a woman, you know, if you just saw me walking down the street, would you still mess with me? That literally shows that you're not comfortable as the dude that you are. You're saying if there were no cameras and you wouldn't get views off of this video, would you still be talking to me? A better way to approach that would be, you wouldn't be talking to me if there weren't cameras. That's what I would say. That's what I would say, knowing I was bullshit, knowing I was trying to get the answer that I'm trying to get. You feel me? I would have been like if I wasn't a YouTuber, if you didn't see this in me, you wouldn't be talking to me. And I understand that because I know that's the truth. I know that's the truth about the world. I know that's the truth about most women. They're hypergamous. So of course they're gonna want Big Ak over academics. But if you sell yourself or Big Ak over Livingston, but if you sell yourself as Livingston, and then she meets Big Ak through Livingston, she's gonna have so much respect. You gotta make her believe in Livingston before she believes in Big Ak. And like, yeah, if he was gonna say that, bro, if he was assertive and said you would not, she has to now prove that she would be interested in you regardless.
Hell no. Listen, if she see me walking down the street right now, walking into Domino's, yeah, all right. Listen, I couldn't do nothing to get her attention. You know what I mean? So I know women like that, you know what I mean? They tell you they want a regular guy, but truth be told, if I don't come presented like this, change, watch everything, no chance. You get what I mean? But of course, they're gonna give you the humble vibes until they get a little bit more in depth with you, and then, you know, it's a highway robbery. It's always like that.
He don't believe in himself, bruh. See, at the beginning, he came in like he believed in himself. He was Big Ak, and then Livingston came out. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the truth came out where he doesn't really believe in himself. He believes in his belongings. He believes in the way he's presented, the way he presents himself. As a man, you must believe in who you are without everything. Because that's who you are. Who he is isn't Big Ak. Who he is isn't Amiri. Who he is isn't the chains. Who he is Big Ak. The same dude who would be walking down the store, or walking down the street, walking out of Domino's with a big old pizza in his hand, and like run into that girl and like could probably have her if he just spoke to her the right way. But man, hey man, not even spoke to her the right way, just believed in himself. You can say all of this. He can say all of this, excluding a couple things that showed that he didn't believe in himself, and he would have that girl.
Do I look like I'd lie to you?
Yes. Let me tell you this. You know, I realized in my 30 plus years on this earth, the prettiest faces has the most lies.
That is, no. Are you saying
Trust me.
I'm pretty?
You know, you're a pretty woman. You know what I mean?
Wait, firstly, I'm offended because you're saying a liar, but secondly, you call me pretty. Aww.
See, you went from being sweet and genuine to, aw. Bro, that's when you lose, bro. That's when you lose. She just said that she wouldn't talk to you, bro. She said she would talk to a regular guy, but she wouldn't talk to you walking down the street. And you're gonna call her pretty, bro? You're gonna compliment her, bro? You're gonna reinforce that behavior? So that's how you end up with a woman who enjoys disrespecting you.
Like you're a beautiful girl, but behind the beauty, it's a facade. That's where all the lies land. That's where all the manipulation is. Because that's the shit that, for men, we only see that. We don't really get beyond the surface.
He was bullied in school and he's definitely taking revenge out on women. See? Told ya.
See the turn that this took. Just because you have a facade doesn't mean everybody else does. And he has a fair point, right? He has a fair point with like, oh, and the lies and the manipulation lies behind that. See, a lot of people have great social awareness, but horrible self-awareness. He displayed great social awareness because he could see right through her, but he doesn't have the sense to think she can see right through him.
Yeah.
You're not walking out there and seeing a guy who's maybe can't even pay his cell phone bill. You're not trying to give that guy a chance. Stop it.
No, but I might. For me, I like things on a deeper level. Yes, I would. But I feel like it's easy to assume that because I think a lot of men, when they see a woman that's attractive or whatever, they'd think, oh, never in a million years. But there's a lot of women out there that do just like normal chill guys. And as well, fact, since I've been like, you know, in the industry, mixing with people and are rolling in certain circles, it's actually the guy that has the normal 9 to 5 is the guy that's going to be humble and treat you better.
You're not dating that guy. Hey, let me say this. Yeah.
She wants a guy that's gonna be humble and treat her better. Humble and confident can coexist. Academics in this interview has shown himself to be arrogant. You never wanna look arrogant. You always wanna look confident, never arrogant. Next time you guys go to a function, next time you guys are in a social event with women around, I want you to peep and see who the most attractive woman is in the room and see how many times she gets talked to. I guarantee you it's between 0 and 1. Unless you're one of those and already knows everyone. Because the dudes who could get her are thinking she's probably this, she's probably that. And the dudes who genuinely believe that they can't get her, like academics, are thinking, nah, I can't get her. And there's one dude who accepts the fact that she could be this, she could be that, she could be this, but doesn't make assumptions and goes up to her and talks to her anyway. That dude could be broker than you. He could not have a job. He could sleep on his homie's couch. And I guarantee you, she will walk to that dude's crib just because he had the balls to talk to her. All it takes is a little self-confidence.
Yo, truth be told, and you see, I'm always honest about my whole journey in life. When I got popular, I got a facelift. The women who I was trying to talk to before I got popular never gave me a chance. Just reality. You know, in life, we all have like a level and a caliber. You know, people trying to be delusional. Like me, I'm real realistic. So if I seen you, whether it was like on the street, in a club, I seen you, say we went to high school together, man, you going for the athletes. You a cute girl. You not dating a guy I was a book nerd.
No,
that's a fact.
no.
You're not dating.
No. Yes, no, do you know what it is? But I think, like, that's where I'd have to disagree. Like, a lot of women will go for the athletes, but it's...
Not you.
No, because it's
You're
like...
the exception.
Yeah, I am.
Why is he trying to, like, catch her in a gotcha moment? Bro, you're trying to court her, not own her. Now, as somebody who personally has gone through, I wouldn't say a similar magnitude by far, nothing close in magnitude. A similar experience where it felt like I went from nobody to nerd. I'm in college for engineering STEM, which is like what it felt like to me, because this is not the case at all. Women who weren't as academically inclined would think it was stupid, would want a dude who does this and does that and other stuff that I don't do, plays sports. And then as I started to be more comfortable with who I was and be more myself, I noticed by leading with, hello, I'm an engineering student, instead of, hey, what's up, how you doing? Goes a long way. Just being yourself, being the person who you are. And when I started doing the YouTube, it got even easier. I'm gonna be honest, it was so, like, I'm genuinely convinced at this point in my life, there is not a single woman on this earth that I can't get. And I know it's gonna be a woman in this comment talking about, oh, you think this and you think that, you couldn't get me. I'll see you in person. I'll see you in person and we'll see about that. Because when you're truly yourself, bro, it's easy. It comes naturally. And what I feel like is more than even the YouTube notoriety or anything like that, women see that you're yourself. And when you have to be yourself on camera X amount of hours a day or X amount of 30, 40 minutes a day, it becomes so much easier to do that in real life. But yeah, no, 100%. It gets much easier when you start to have notoriety. But the minute you start to attribute any ease of like attracting women to, oh, she just wants me because I'm rich, she just wants me because people know me or they see my face, is when you lose. You feel me?
The exception, because you want to find the guy that's going to treat you right, that have a family with. Because listen, I've been in circles where the guys, like the footballers, the athletes, like the artists, like I've been around that and I've seen that, because what comes with that comes a lifestyle where women are so disposable. I don't want to be put in this bracket where I'm a disposable woman, because I believe I've got a lot to offer. So why am I going to put myself there?
Here's where I find the problem with a lot of women, right? They wait till they hit that proverbial wall before they start having the realizations. I always tell people, and I tell everybody who follows me, hey, if you in high school right now and you focused on your studies or whatever else, and all them chicks is dissing you, give it 5-10 years. They spin back around. But when they spin back around, they got kids, they fell off, they done dated all the dudes who they thought was gonna be the guys, but they realized them guys was a shit. So now they're actually gonna come back to you. But this is where you also have to, life ain't fair. You gotta punish them chicks a little bit too. You get what I mean?
So it's like a bit like, you're on like this revenge flex then?
Well, I'm not really on the revenge flex, I'm on a reality flex.
See, nah, this is where I want to stop watching the video, to be real, because now he's just trying to hate on women. And that shows like the deep roots of his insecurity. He was probably like disrespected by so many women growing up and in high school and even in college. And you know, he's speaking on it right now. Like he was disrespected by women. They didn't have any love for him back then. So now he feels like he has to own them and make them look stupid on camera. And you know, I used to be, I mean, I wouldn't say I used to be a guy like that, but I used to feel like, oh, women, she don't want me then, so, like, forget her right now. Like, now that she wants me, I'm doing good. I got some money in the bank, maybe my face is on the internet. Nah, like, I don't need her right now. But the truth is, the problem with that was because I didn't have a great relationship with my mom at that time, or my view of women in general. The way you treat women, in my opinion, is directly correlated to your relationship with your mother. If I only speak to women I'm interested in having relations with, then I'm not gonna respect women. I'm not gonna treat women the way that they deserve to be treated. But if I have female friends, I have a good relationship with my mom where we could go out and eat and just have conversations, and I tell my mom everything about the women I get involved with, that's gonna instill a real respect for women, a fundamental respect that it seems like Academics is missing, because he thinks of them as creatures that are thirsty for clout, and they want to suck the chains off of his body. They want to take all the money. They want to take pictures in his car. But if he had like close relationships, and I'm speculating, honestly, I'm sure he loves his mother. I don't know this guy. But my point is, like, when you have women in your life that you have genuine respect for, that you wouldn't even think about in that context, even if you like, and even if it is a woman that you think about in that context, that you have respect for her first, it's gonna make you look at women differently and treat women differently. And that's the man that she's looking for.
No, but it's true. But it's true though, because it's kind of like you've held this. So like, what was it like for you? You said you were a nerd in school, book nerd.
Yeah.
So it's now obviously you've got money, you've got fame, like you've got everything going for you. It's kind of like this.
So
revenge.
you're not about to. No one's about to convince me, even you. We sitting here across each other. If I'm not who I am, we not having a conversation that we are. So now the backbone of the conversation is different, as opposed to if I met you before all this.
Yeah.
You see, women a lot of times, they'll try to act like, oh no, well, you know, put like this. I use a pop culture reference. Sierra wasn't going for Russell Wilson at first. She was probably telling her girlfriends, yo, that nigga's corny. Yo, I want him. Yo, he's a trapper. I want Future. That's how most women are. I know you probably say you're the exception, but that's how most women are.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, Future believes in himself. He may lie in his raps, but he believes in himself. He knows that Future is Future. He knows anywhere he goes, the women are gonna be looking for Future. Not because he's Future, but because he is whatever the hell his name is. First, I guarantee you he doesn't have all those baby mamas off the strength of Future's name. Because a dude who gets like that, a dude who lives his life like that, does not stand on his name or any achievements or accolades he may have. He stands on his own character. And the reason a lot of these guys like fall short is because how they treat women. They try to show a woman from the start, they try to show a woman the utmost respect and admiration. And I would even call it respect, because at a certain point it's not respect. At a certain point it's slimy and it's like insincere. I feel like dudes don't care about Valentine's Day, bro. Dudes don't care about giving a girl flowers, bro. Not to say you shouldn't do it, but don't do for a woman what you wouldn't do for yourself. And when you do for a woman what you wouldn't do for yourself, she's gonna expect it out of you every time, and she's gonna get bored of it when she can predict it.
For a lot of the good guys out here, I always say, like, yo, women claim they can't find no good guys, but their standards are too high. Y'all all going for the same 20% of guys.
Yeah.
Right? Now that I got to change and everything, everybody going for me. But they wouldn't go for the version of me that don't have this.
Yeah.
That version was like, yo, the most humble, most loyal, do anything for you type of person. You're not going for that. You won't admit it, but life shows people that.
Yeah.
Because I think if most women cognizantly put on the table what they used to date 10 years ago versus what they date now, they'd be like, yeah, I was going for the scammer, the dude who he looked a certain way, but he was like the dope boy who was popular in the city.
Bro, he talks about women got too high standards. You could be that high standard. All it takes is confidence. All it takes is confidence, humility, and do whatever he got to do. But less on the do what you got to do. Like 20% do what you got to do, 60% confidence, and then 10% humble. Because if you could be like 50% confident or 60% confident, pull yourself back. Or not pull yourself back, but don't reach arrogant. See, he came in arrogant, and now boom, like 10 minutes in, boom, the arrogance gone. Because he was trying to be 200% confident, bro. You could just be, I mean, you believe in yourself, of course, 100%, but that don't gotta be the whole thing you are.
Now they're looking at the guy who has his, at least in the United States, it's called 401k, is like his retirement fund set up.
Yeah.
Okay, he's about to go get a house. He has his finances in order, you know what I mean? He seems like a guy who you have a family with. You know, women change in the type of person they want, men we don't. Like, we always wanted a cute, attractive girl who seems to be loyal, no matter what stage of our life we are. We could be at our brokest, or we can have the most in life. But women, they'll change it up. First, they want a jock, the athlete. Then they want the guy who's just like popping in the hood. He got some money, he's a trap boy, you know what I mean? Then they see that dude, he went to jail, or he's bouncing 5 or 6 girls. Then they start bouncing from dudes to dudes. Then they settle down with the guy who in high school they would never fuck with. But you know what they said? Hey, listen, I done got 3 kids by the other dudes. Now I realize my value's been less than a little bit. And I'm gonna settle for that. So for me, it's not a revenge. It's like, I just understand what it is.
He was bullied in school, and he's definitely taking revenge out on women. See? Told ya.
They put that clip twice because he's just harping on this point, bro. You was bullied, bro. You should assume every girl would want you because of who you are, not the other way around.
So what is it you actually do?
So I'm a media personality, also I run a media company, mostly centered around rap or just the hip hop culture. We try to do more music stuff, but that's kind of where my business kind of fits in, you know. How about yourself?
I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes as well, but I've always wanted to do like documentaries and stuff like that. But for now, entertainment side, so hosting this show and a couple of other shows.
How do you view like maybe somebody who you might be interested in thinking about your profession, right? Like, there's a lot of dudes lusting after you.
Okay, bro. He's getting super insecure. At first, he was big act. He was making a lot of eye contact. Now he's breaking a lot of eye contact. And even earlier, bro, I'll see if I can put this in there. But when he started to talk about who Livingston was, he broke eye contact a lot. He doesn't believe in Livingston. But now, you know, that she sees Livingston, he's no longer confident. He's no longer big act, bro. There should be big Livingston, bro. It should be big Livingston. There shouldn't be a big act.
Like, you know, obviously as a woman, you're probably already a sex symbol, but
I'm a sex symbol, yeah? Is that what he's saying? Is that how I'm moving, yeah?
Bro, how are you gonna spend this whole time telling her that she doesn't want you, and then call her a sex symbol, call her pretty, call her beautiful? Bro, you're cooking yourself. Bro, I'm done watching this, bro. I'm legitimately done. I'm gonna watch like 2 more minutes of it.
now there's a bunch of dudes who are just, it's like they're viewing you in a light that maybe that's not how you are personally.
Yeah, I think like I take it with a pinch of salt because it's hard. It is hard to date in general. I think being in an industry where you are exposed to so many people seeing you, and like a lot of men have egos, so it's hard. And I understand, like, if I'm walking into a room with a guy and it's just not fair if like men are coming up to me, hi, or even just trying to chat, or even just looking. I know how it like can interfere in a relationship and dynamics. Like, I've had it when I've dated, and it's just been very difficult for me to navigate through a career as well as a personal life. So it's hard.
If I went out with you and I see a bunch of dudes hollering at you, I would just think you're a hoe.
Yeah, exactly.
You see how many times he broke eye contact? He could have just looked at her, or maybe broke eye contact once. But like, how hard is that? How hard is that? You just look someone in the eye. How hard is it? How hard is it? Bro, it's like, especially if you're gonna say something disrespectful, it's like, oh yeah, if I saw that, I would think you were, bro. She's really opening up about her struggle. Like, and that's the thing. Like, that's another very important thing about dealing with women. You gotta be emotionally available. You can't be emotionally available at one point and then turn the facade back on and try to get hard. You gotta be like consistent at least, bro. And that's the thing, that I don't know, that irks me, but we're gonna keep watching. My point being though, right? She talks about dudes have egos. Dudes have egos. There's a difference between an ego and confidence. A dude with the ego, bro, goes around thinking, oh, I'm better than you because I got more subscribers. I'm better than you because I got more money. I'm better than you because I'm in a better position. A dude with confidence knows, regardless of the position he is, he's in, he's the best. He is the best. There's nobody else around. There's nobody else around in his head. But this dude thinks, oh, if there are other guys coming up to you, you couldn't be mine. That means you're this. And that's exactly what she's saying. A lot of men have egos, and an ego is always gonna hurt you, bro. Strip your ego, bro. Like, what did Kendrick say, bro? Strip your ego from the bottom.
Exactly.
Straight up, you know?
Do you still feel home?
Well, I mean, I couldn't tell yet. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think she's a hoe though. I don't think she's a hoe, but I think she understands her worth, but she knows how to pimp it out. It's like the girls in the United States, man. You know,
if the girls in the US are one way, and if the girls in the UK are the same way, the girls aren't the problem. And why would you say something that you don't mean? I was gonna say that earlier. Why would you say something that you don't mean? If you don't think she's a hoe, why would you say that? Because she's gonna take it like you called her a hoe. It sounded like you called her a hoe. I feel like you called her a hoe.
I like my woman kind of reserved, kind of only dealing with one guy. If a bunch of dudes know your name, that's never good.
Yeah.
That's insecure. That's insecure, bro. That's insecure. There's gonna be a gang of people in the comments like, oh, bro, you're probably getting cheated on, blah, blah, blah. I don't care, bro. I don't care, bro. That's the thing. If you care about like the other men that your woman is dealing with, you clearly don't see your own value. Because for me, bro, I've been through a lot of stuff, bro. I could get cheated on today, I wouldn't feel it, bro. I wouldn't feel no type of way about it, bro. It would be sad a little bit, but I wouldn't be down. Because at the end of the day, bro, it's like, what she's gonna get over there is not gonna be what she's gonna get over here. What she's gonna get over here is something special. And I believe that within myself, bro. I believe that if I got no clothes on, I believe that if I'm in an all Amiri, purple jean down, bro, whatever the case may be, off-white shoes, bro. I believe it. More so, like, she could deal with men because she knows. She should know. If she doesn't know, that's her problem, bro. That's her loss. Cook for her, bro. I'm smooth. I'm gonna go over there and get something over there. It's gonna be the same as what I got over there. Because the thing is, like Kanye said, there's 1,000 yous. There's only one of me. There's only one big act. You gotta believe that within yourself, bro. That's where he loses, bro. Again.
Yeah, but if it was just work.
I mean, the difference between work and pleasure for a lot of women is a very thin line, because it's hard to separate work that has to do with the opposite sex for women, especially. So I'm gonna think that you go on a lot of dates, like, you fucking some of these niggas, right? No, none of them. So I'm in the club with you, you know, like I'm hugging.
So you don't trust a woman? You expect a woman to trust you? You expect to love a woman? You don't trust her? He got some stuff to deal with himself.
Up with you, like we party, we having a good time, say, you know, you're my girl, whatever, and a bunch of dudes just hailing you. You don't think that's a problem?
No, that's what I mean. I see it being a problem, but it's not a problem because I'm not exposing myself to them.
Yeah, I couldn't really rock with her. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I would have to date her in private because I go to the club with her and everybody hailing her up and no, you know what I mean? Everybody get, yo, you know they got that Drake song, yo, you know that type of hug? They coming over and giving her that type of hug like, yeah, I fuck the shit out of you. Nah, I can't go out with her. Me and her, we gotta do picnics and all type of weird shit, Netflix and chill, man. We can't really go out together in the club. Too many niggas know her. I'm gonna be honest with you. Unless she move out of London, you know what I mean? Probably gotta catch her in like New Zealand or some shit, maybe Australia. Hopefully she don't know nobody over there, but if she did, Lord.
When you don't believe in yourself, it's hard to trust anyone, bro. So it's like you're gonna believe that any girl your woman's ever talked to, like, hate your girl, bro. And it's sad. It's super sad. I completely see why Academics is a Drake fan. Because of facades, the lies, bro, the ego. Just
an industry, I could say the same for you. We could be out, and then if women are up on you, want to take pictures all the time.
That's different, though.
How is it different?
That's different. Hey, as a dude, when it comes to, like, you know how women are attracted to status and money and fame.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, they're gonna be attracted to, oh, hey, oh, the same, blah, blah, blah. Yo, when a bunch of dudes is trying to, is talking to you like they know you, it's like, I'm thinking, yo, my girl been around the block, like, yo, what's going on still, you know what I mean?
Bro, that's how women act, bro. Specifically, women get that peeve. Of course, they're attracted to a man that other women want, but they're not attracted to a man who wants other women, or it seems like he wants other women. That's like gross to them. I don't know why. I mean, it kind of doesn't really make sense because a woman wants a man with balls, but at the same time, she'll get into a relationship with him and then try to cut his balls off. So as a man, just hold on to your balls, bro.
I like my girl low key. I don't like my girl knowing nobody but me. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, bro, this whole thing's sad. I don't want to keep watching, bro. I'm captivated, bro. I'm enjoying this video.
Yeah.
Why do all men want their women just to basically be a nun, not speak to anyone, and not have slept with anyone, and just sit in the corner like a little good girl? So body count's an issue for you.
What? Of course. What's it looking like? I'll tell you mine.
Tell me yours.
No, I asked you first, girl.
A lady never tells.
A lady never tells. That means a lady never tells the truth.
That's a fact. So why even ask? See, I'm the type of person I will never... Last time I asked a girl's body count, I was in high school. Ever since then, I haven't asked. And I don't plan on asking. I don't want to ask. Because I really don't want to know. It could be 1, it could be 100. If it's 100, I'm going to feel disgusting. But if it's 1, she's probably lying. And that's the thing. If you know, like... to act. If you know she's gonna lie to you, why do you ask? Just understand that it could be anything. Like, bro, me personally, I would marry a woman with 100 body count. Unless it was between us, then it's over with. That's out. If I met her and she had 100 body count and we know she doesn't have any diseases and it's still hidden, whatever, I'll still marry that woman. That doesn't change the way I think about the woman, because women are just people, bro. So just because she's had more experiences than another woman doesn't mean that she's anything different. And it's like, of course, like, yeah, like you could definitely draw your own conclusions from that, but people are people at the end of the day, bro. You shouldn't look at anybody differently because of how many people, because it's like, imagine you slept with 100 women. You slept with 100 women, you're not gonna want a woman to be like, oh, that dude's disgusting, I don't want to talk to him, because you slept with 100 people. So don't ask. Don't bring up that conversation. If she asks, a magician never reveals his secrets.
No, a lady tells. It just won't be the truth.
No, she doesn't tell.
I psyoped all this type of stuff with females. You lie, I could tell how much you're a liar.
Me?
Yeah, I just even want you to give me a number, give me a ballpark. Because most women have a delusional ballpark that they tell you because they know men. So you'll tell me a delusional ballpark that'll make you eligible to be in a relationship.
I think any woman that's just had sex with more than 3 people is a hoe to every guy. Like, it really is, and that's.
You believe that too?
No, I don't believe it. That's what I'm saying.
2. If I must know, my cutoff is 10. If I don't, I don't care. It could be 1,000. It could be 1,000. Genuinely speaking, it could be 1,000. I do not care. Because she's not getting with those other 1,000 dudes, she's not getting what she's getting here. And that's a fact.
So exhausting having these
What's your
conversations.
number? What's your number on the whole scale?
No, mine's really good.
No, like
No, mine's actually.
No, like, let's move it from you. If a woman had sex with how many dudes, you'd be like, yo, that's a hoe.
I know that women call women other slags, hoes, and stuff like that, but for me, it's not really in my vocabulary, so I don't think like that. I think if a woman wants to sleep with 50 men, that's her prerogative. Like that.
What? You're tripping.
No, but if she does, that's down to her. You know, that's her business.
But that's a hoe, though. It's cool.
She just might be troubled. Because a lot of women that are promiscuous and hypersexual, a lot of it is from trauma. It's been from an experience, and maybe it's sexual abuse and stuff like that. So a lot of it does stem from something to make them behave that way, for them to be hypersexual.
A lot of these chicks is nympho, man.
Yeah, but some women just like sex, and there's nothing wrong
Bro, women are people, bro.
with that.
I mean, it is wrong with it. There's something wrong with it when your ultimate goal isn't just have random sex. If
Do you have random sex?
Well, I'm having sex hopefully to try to find the right partner.
So what if women are doing that? I could say that I'm having sex to find the right partner.
But you're the gatekeeper of sex. Why would you just fuck everybody? Y'all make sense?
Yeah.
It's our job to try to get what we could get. Women are the gatekeeper. So if she letting everybody just enter her body, it's like, this is a low value woman right here. You know what I mean? I don't even do the whole low value, high value thing, but it's like, you let anybody get up in you? You know what I mean? Us guys, we have to have low standards. We got to get it when we can. The majority of guys really ain't getting shit. So if a woman who could get any nigga in the world, and a girl that's a 6 could usually, at least for one night, entertain the majority of men. If she's letting 50 niggas fuck her, what does that say about the 51st? If you the 51st nigga and there's been 50 dudes, it's a wrap, man. No. We don't have to be direct, but I want to be in a range. I want to be in a range.
In the range?
Yeah.
No one ever gets the body count out of me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think you fucked about like 40 dudes.
That's a good guess.
Really?
I would agree.
Okay. Does he actually think I've slept with 40 men? Wow.
Go on a lot of dates. You know what I mean? These dudes, they probably link up with you after spending some money. You look like
do you think I look like a person that can be impressed by money?
I feel like you have a couple of sugar daddies and tricks.
Yeah, he's messing with the wrong women. See, this is exactly what I'm saying, bro. You mess with the wrong women, bro, your entire worldview is gonna get skewed. And you're gonna start assuming every woman's like that, bro. That's not the truth. That's not the world.
Sugar daddies? No. Listen, I pay my own rent. But if you want to pay my rent, that's fine.
I see girls like you all the time in the United States. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
see, but you don't.
no, it's all the time. Like, yo, a pretty girl like you. Let me tell you like this. Yo, I have a setup for a chick like you. I got a couple like foreign cars I don't even never bring out. I'm gonna pull up in a Lambo or something exotic. As soon as I pull up to you, whether it's an airport, whatever, your eyes light up. Oh shit, yeah, we gonna have a good time. I'm just gonna give you the facade because I'm gonna give you the lifestyle. A lot of women believe in the lifestyle.
Yeah. So you think you're putting me as a lifestyle?
Bro, you've been giving her the facade the whole time, dog. And it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked.
You're an attractive girl, and you know the value your attractiveness holds.
But see, that's the thing. He thinks every girl who's attractive and knows the value is trying to get money out of someone. Like, some people aren't motivated that way. Most women aren't motivated that way. The women you run into at the club, or no, that run into you at the club, are motivated that way. But if you go and look in the right places, bro, you're gonna find the right women, bro, who aren't motivated by a Lambo, who don't care if you pick them up from the airport in a Lambo or a Honda, or just like some girls who just want a Honda.
You're not running around here saying, hey, listen, oh, I'm just trying to connect with people spiritually. You know how attractive you are, how many people want you, what that might fit in the marketplace of dating, and you know how to work it. And if you tell me otherwise, you're lying.
See, he's trying to pay for it, bro. The marketplace, that's not the way it works, bro. That may be the way it works with, I don't want to disrespect this man's woman because I know how that would feel to me. But you attract what you are. When you involve yourself in circles with women who are only attracted to money, and you portray yourself as somebody whose number one personality trait is the money they have or the material items that they own, then you're gonna, of course, attract those women. But if you look in the right places, make the right value proposition, when your value proposition, rather than the material things you could offer, is what you offer as a human being, you will get the women who are respectable and who respect themselves and who will respect you. But when you put yourself out there as somebody who is willing to pay for coochie, who is trying to pull up in a Lambo to impress a girl, bro, then she's gonna expect that from you. And the women that you find are only gonna be the women who want that out of a man. And also, when you make assumptions about a woman based off of surface level things, then it's gonna mislead you and you're gonna end up talking yourself out of it. This entire thing was crazy, bro. I talked a lot. I hope you enjoyed this video though. And if you did, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. And watch this video on academics. I don't know which one it is.